exactly, since the team was back here, and a lot's kind of happened between now and then. I mean, how does it feel to be back in St. Paul?
Yeah, it feels great. We love it here. Obviously, like you said, a year ago, I think it was just around when Emma was coming in for the first time. And, I can remember all the emotion around that and learning her system and some of the new tactics and how exciting and overwhelming at the same time some of that was. And to see like the growth and development that we've had even just in a year is so incredible. And like what we've been able to do under her and her staff and just kind of this new wave and era of the U.S. Women's National Team. So it's really special to almost a year to the day to like come back and kind of mark that and celebrate that while also continuing to push forward.
Yeah, in this, these two friendlies, you talk about like, all the development between them. Is there any particular thing that like you're hoping to get out of it, or you just the team in general is hoping to get out of these games?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this environment is always just a joy and a privilege to be a part of. I think for myself, I have, kind of my personal goals for the year that I always want to continue to work on, both on the defensive and attacking side of the ball. And I think these games are great opportunities to work on those and being, defensively like really front-footed and aggressive. And then on the attacking side, just continuing to be helping to be a linchpin for our team and connecting the most dangerous forward passes that I can. And these are obviously two really great opponents, very different, but any opportunity that we're here is always just, again, such an honor and a privilege, and we don't ever take it for granted, and it's just fun to be back with the group.
What do you like most about this roster?
Oh, that's a good question. I think we have new faces, we have experience, we have veterans, we have young players. I think we're a really amazing blend of all of the above. And I think more than anything, like the common denominator in everyone here is just like a hunger to get better and a hunger to keep pushing forward. And, like I said, it's been almost a year since Emma's come in, and we've grown so much, but like we are just getting started, and there's still this new chapter we're writing. And I think everyone here is just itching to push forward and to continue to grow.
What specifically about this environment that do you love the most in Allianz Field playing here?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a passionate soccer community. I think every time we do play here, it's always such a great crowd, specifically for women's soccer and supporting women's sports. So it's always special playing here. I think it's an amazing stadium. You really feel like you're kind of down in it with the fans kind of sunken in. So it's always such a special place to play. And again, being able to kind of start the Emma Hayes era, if you will, here, and then now kind of coming back a year later, post gold medal and post the things we've done, is going to be really special, but it's going to be amazing to share with this community.
Speaking of gold medal, I know it's hard to probably summarize it into one idea, but what was that experience like for you, and how does it change you on the post side of it?
Yeah, it's hard to put into words. I think like surreal is the word that comes to mind most. And I think one of the biggest ways it's changed me is just it kind of creating this new hunger to just continue to grow and get better. I think like once you taste it, it's incredible, but you just want more. And you want to continue to grow, continue to be the best version of yourself for this team. And that was like, of course, this amazing thing we accomplished, but now it's like on to the next, turning the page, all about what we want to continue to do and how we want to continue to push forward. And I think for me, it really created this like insatiable hunger to just like keep pushing and be proud of that, but also, keep moving forward step by step. And I think being here in Minnesota will be another great step in that journey and process.
Coming in, you kind of get to play in that defensive midfield in front of kind of like a legendary goalkeeper, Alyssa Nair, and then now, it's kind of a younger, less experienced group coming in that position. I mean, how do you guys, whether it's the midfielders or back line, kind of, help with that transition and make sure that they're coming in?
Yeah, I think we've all been in that position, right, where you're new to the team, or it's your first couple caps, and how overwhelming and maybe scary that can seem or feel. I think just encouraging everyone to just be fully themselves and like they belong here, they deserve to be here, and there's always going to be some bumps in the road, like we're all figuring it out as we go. And like I said, we're new, to some degree we're inexperienced, but we're gonna work it out together. I think problem solving is a huge strength of this team, and just like having everyone's back and knowing that you have the support of all the people around you. And it's not always going to be perfect, right? Like we've lost 2 games now this year, which of course is not our standard, but sometimes you have to fail in order to grow. And we take those losses very personally and deeply, but we also know that like we have so much we can learn from them. And I think just having each other's back in the process and just supporting each other as we move forward.
Good.
Thanks guys.
Everybody.